everyone, my name is Titancraft again, and welcome back to another episode of Titancraft Season 10, episode number 327. Yeah, got that right. So, today, I am starting in the desert because I'm going to take you with me to get sandstone and sand, because I've realized I could go back to my starter base, but the reality is I don't think I have sandstone in stock anymore. So, we're going to be working on the mini desert today, and I need resource. And I'll also show you guys what I did with the wildlife cafe, because I finished that off camera. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's super cute. Yeah, I'm making good progress. I was right there in the last episode. All of my work into the floor was in vain because I put carpet over half of it. That's okay. But today we're just going to spend a few minutes grabbing resources. We don't need a whole lot of stuff, and obviously with the North Star and a fast shovel, it's not going to take us long to get everything we need. Then we will continue our adventure. Today I'm joined by Clash. I think. No, he just muted. I don't know where he's dead. But I'm trying to think of some other stuff. I mean, it's gonna be probably a bit shorter episode. Someone won't be the last episode, like some kind of pinned down a time. I'm like, I better record though before I go take care of the pigs, because otherwise I'm gonna get lazy later. Tonight's gonna have my edit night. I'm gonna be going away for I'm gonna be gone for a night, and so with how bad my recording schedule is, I basically had to get everything prepared ahead of time. And it's also weird. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I actually recorded the next episode already. It's a unique episode. It's a special episode, so I had to record in advance. And so I actually am recorded through Tuesday. Besides this episode, so that's kind of all. Actually, that's the limits of my pre-recording. After I get this recorded, it's just edit tonight. Lots and lots of edit time before I do other stuff. Yay. Okay, that's a lot of sandstone. Will it be enough, though? That's a good question. I don't know. Let's go get some sand. I forgot just how much of this desert we obliterated. We kind of went crazy. Given I haven't been over here in a long-ass time. I think the last time I was over here, honestly, was getting stuff for the Nether Hub. What the devil is that? I don't even want to know.
I live.
Oh, you are back. Okay. Okay. Ender chest. Apparently, I need to make another pair of shears. Or, actually, do I have shears in here? I do, the Royal Snip Snip. Yeah, we're gonna give these dead bushes the Royal Snip Snip.
The Royal Snip Snip.
Get snipped, all of you. Get in my inventory. What, did I snip you on accident from a long ways away?
No, you murdered them.
Dead bush, dead bush, dead bush, dead bush, dead bush, dead bush, dead bush. See, my favorite thing about the desert dome is it's gonna make the easiest dome ever, because there's not much in a desert. Like, there's sand, sandstone, dead bushes, a well, and a baby temple is about all the dome is gonna consist of.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
River. You can make a river that actually spawns squids if it's in the right area.
That's true.
You could do that.
I guess.
You can actually make a river that has squids spawning in it.
So do you want to sleep for me so that way I don't get murked?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
But you could do that. You can make it more interesting.
Yeah, you also have to realize I don't have a whole lot of space, so I gotta figure out. It's more likely off space for a little pond, and that's about it. It's
gonna be more like a trench.
Trench, yes.
It'd be more like either a small pond or a trench.
But I could, I would say an oasis, but I'm trying to not. I mean, the plains is so boring that I kind of went with the theme of like you make a plains into a farm, and that's about it. But like for the most part, the biomes, I'm trying to keep them really close to their roots. Like that's why I mean, the ice spikes just has an igloo in it, or like the mega taiga just has the little the walking area on the trees, kind of like redwood trees do. And obviously the woodland mansion I furnished custom, but the mansion belongs in the biome, so it looks good. I mean, I have a lot of ideas for the remaining biomes, which is good, because ideas are what drive me. If I don't have ideas, I'm kind of stuck. Only thing I'm at a loss for, again, is I'm going to be gone a lot, and then when I get back later in the week, I'm probably going to be really busy, and so that's kind of a killer for me. But I'm hoping, at the minimum, I'm hoping I can finish building the desert dome, and maybe even tonight I'll pre-record another episode if I have time. It depends. I might go play Terraria with some friends, but otherwise I might, build the Mesa dome tonight, too. I think that's the next dome. I'm going in order, so... Originally, I was going to kind of, like, just pick a dome and do a dome, but no, I'm just going around the circle now. That's kind of what I've decided. Now we're just going to go in order as we pass them, and that's how it's established. Then it's... No, then I'm not dodging any of them or avoiding any. We're just going as we go. So that means next up is the Mesa after the desert. Then it is the, jungle. And then last, and certainly not least, is the mushroom area, which will be kind of cute. That'll be a fun one to do. I mean, I certainly am looking forward to all of it. I think it's going to be a really fun thing to do. And obviously, I think this is going to be by far one of the coolest spaces I've ever made in the game. I mean, it already is. Even not being furnished, it looks absolutely phenomenal. And the final product is just going to be out of this world. I can't wait. And then it's kind of going to be... Once we get the domes done, which I'm aiming to do quite swiftly now. Once I get all the domes and I decorate the upper part of the base, then I'm gonna cruise down into the storage room and we're gonna go just wild with that, and that'll be fun. Hi, Desert Well. I'm taking a picture of you because I'm gonna need to remember what you look like later.
Hey, Desert Well. Desert Well is probably the most useless structure in the game.
There's two of them so close together. That's not a very high chance.
Yeah.
Because their odds of
like
they're one of
like 1 in 1,000 spawn.
They're really rare.
I mean, I think the desert. I think the mining desert has like 2 or 3 near each other. I think.
Yeah, I mean those two are within 50 tiles of each other, I believe.
Are you in the mining desert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. It's
Where else would I go to obliterate stuff for resources?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like 2 or maybe 3.
Like, this desert has no rights. It's just the desert I go to if I want to break stuff, so...
You gave me that desert cord, so... Yeah. I remember.
Hi, squids.
Squad. See what I mean? Like, there's a bunch... That's the thing, for... Something about a Minecraft desert. For a desert being known as being dry, a Minecraft desert isn't really that dry.
They always have rivers and ponds.
Like, all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not... Oh, it's like...
You know, there's one thing about this mining desert. We've obliterated so much that even finding my way back to the nether portal is getting tricky because it used to just be, like, one confined area that was... The sand was all gone. And so I decided to, like, go look at the end of it. And now there's literally, like, several hundred blocks of just sandstone. We've really done the number on that place, and that's not necessarily bad. I mean, we're getting resources, and we're not wrecking other deserts for the most part. I mean, some people don't want to go to the mining desert because they're lazy, but that's fine. They do them.
It has significantly reduced the amount of the desert being destroyed in your spawn.
Yeah.
Hasn't stopped it, but significantly reduced it.
But
so there's actually a desert left.
So I guess besides with the exception of the next episode being a special episode to kind of switch things up, I'm kind of gonna be aiming to roughly spend an episode on each biodome going forward. Little ambitious, I know, but I might have to break that up a little bit with the biodome I do on Wednesday because I'm probably not gonna have a full length recording session to work on it. And so. That's gonna be my limiting factor. Oh, hi, Sewage. The thing about Sewage living close by, he's always at my house.
Huh.
Get that sign out of here. By the way, off camera, I think I did finally get the lighting sorted out in the dark oak area, so I don't think things are gonna spawn and murder us anymore, which is good. Although, actually, I've been lucky. I didn't have anything spawn anyways, but I think there were like 3 light level 7s outside the mansion. But, if we go in here, now that it's done, looks really sweet, actually. I like it a lot. But we have, welcome to the Wildlife Cafe, established 2014. We got Shelf Cat, Name Tag, got the maps, we got our little tables here, all of our little flower pots. We have our little stuff we have at the market area. We have Peter just sitting here. Got our fridge with nothing in it. I mean, this place looks absolutely awesome. I'm super happy with how it turned out. Only thing that I wish that the original had, and every concept I'd always made it with, had like a nature area in the middle, almost like kind of like actually it fits the biodome area. Me and microbiomes, I was gonna have like a tree in the middle, but obviously this thing doesn't have the room for that. So I don't need a microbiome in a microbiome. That's getting a little excessive. A microbiome in a micromansion in a microbiome. It's a mouthful.
It's like one block.
But desert, that's where we're going today. Chicken, you're not welcome in the desert. Die! I missed. Now you're dead.
It would be really cool if we took the time to get rabbits, but I think they would actually jump over the berries, would they?
No idea. So, first order of business is establishing how the terrain gen is going to look in here. So, I think the pyramid's probably going to be right around in this area a little bit. And so, I think we're going to elevate some of the terrain. Well, I mean, we're going to elevate some of the terrain. It's not going to be flat. So, I think we'll probably, like, do something along the lines of...
Everything just freaking died.
Oh.
No, my phone, I just dropped a bunch of mobs.
And by the way, I know half the sandstone you're not going to see because it's under the sand anyways, but it's because we're building a desert, it makes sense to use sandstone. Then if something breaks, or if I leave a block exposed, it just all connects, right? You know. Let's go pretty far back here.
Yes, but pooferfish.
Fun. Okay, let's do a sand skirt.
Skirt?
Like a tree skirt. Like, you can use skirt.
Oh.
Not like a... Okay, not a literal clothing article skirt.
That's what I thought of. I know what you're talking about, but that's what I thought of first.
Because I'm just gonna put on a skirt made of sand. SCP is the desert maid. Whereas the cat maid, I could be the desert maid.
Huh?
Except I'm not into that.
Yeah, I'd say what?
No. Although I'd rather be that than a cat maid, so. In fact, I'd rather SCP be that than a cat maid. But is SCP gonna do that? Hell to the no. Oh, my foot's going numb because I sat on it too long.
That's a you problem.
Literally is the definition of a you problem, so I can't deny it. So yeah, I probably, well, obviously, not probably, obviously will not finish this dome in this episode. I'm going to try to get a lot of the terrain into place, but all the structure stuff I'm going to do off camera. Again, not trying to completely, like, be rude or anything to you guys. I want to bring you along for as much as I can. There's just, I can't make 10 episodes of the same thing, and honestly, there's just some major time constraints I'm facing right now. And even that's kind of constraining how long I have to record this episode. I'm gonna like end it at almost exactly the 20-minute mark today. It's not gonna be going over at all. Wherever we are at 20 minutes is where I had to leave. Well, no, because I have pigs to feed, and it's already well after 5. If I wait too long, pigs are gonna be breaking out. So 5 to 5:30 is kind of the time I always go out and take care of pigs. And if I push it past 5:40, I panic. So we're getting to the very end of my usual delaying and stalling range because I like to stall a lot. That's kind of my thing. You haven't noticed by now.
Stall? No wonder you like the music disc.
Ha ha ha. So funny.
I know. I know. It's
You're so funny. You could be a comedian.
It's so funny I forgot to laugh.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for...
I mean, I wasn't asleep, but okay.
Oh, that was sewage.
I know. So, I mean, you would have either... I mean, it was most likely you. Oh, not you. Not you. That's what I meant to say. I can't talk.
Yeah, actually, I do have my bed with me now. I could place it down, but that's fine. Well,
shut up.
Because after I finished the Dark Oak Dome, I started carrying it again.
Not you, but I'm telling them to commit shut.
But yeah, I love the Dark Oak Dome. Super happy about how it turned out. And so, Like, that's probably going to be one of my points of pride this season. Happy with it a lot. But I'm happy with a lot of what I've built in recent weeks. I think the maturity in my building level really is showing. And, I mean, well, even like the stuff I'm attempting with a lot of this. I mean, I'm attempting stuff that I probably would not have attempted as much several years ago. And unlike several years ago, I'm pulling it off. When I would have tried stuff on this scale years ago, it would have gone terribly. Now, though, I've done this so long that I'm figuring exactly what I'm doing. I'm having fun doing it, like... I need to make clear, the last few weeks, I've had the most fun playing Minecraft I have in over a year. In fact, I know some people are really, like, kind of hyped to end the season so we can move on to the next project because everybody wants to start or something. I'm enjoying the end of something. Like, we're 18 months past launch, and I couldn't, or actually, yeah, when this goes up, it's 18 months to the day since the server started officially on YouTube. It has to go a little bit farther, but, 18 months into the season, honestly, I'm not ready to move on. I'm having so much fun with it still, and I'm actually having the most fun I've had with it up to through the entire season at this point. And I think that's kind of a unique thing that, I mean, again, probably is unique to me. I know a lot of people are ready for the next chapter, but not me. I'm enjoying it. And again, I'm kind of special in that manner. Well, I know I'm special.
Special?
Special, everybody tells me that, I know.
Huh.
But... yeah, I've had a lot of fun with all of it, and I appreciate all the fun things we've had the opportunity to do this season, and it's gonna be a hard one to move past when it does come to a close. I mean, I can't stress it enough. When the season does eventually end, it's gonna be a really hard thing for me to move on and figure out, okay, what do we do next? Like, I'm so used to doing this every day and every week. I mean, I guess I sometimes had days where I didn't play TC, but I mean, as I've mentioned pretty often, I'm yet to have a week in this entire season where I didn't play at least 24 hours over the course of that week. And so, like, my playtime has been so consistently high all season that it's going to be a massive change in pace not playing a ton every single day like that. Like, it's going to be a huge deal for me. And I'm definitely going to miss it to a degree. Not 100% miss it. There's gonna be days where I'm gonna be so happy I don't have to be like, oh, thank God I don't have to go play TC down for 5 hours. But like, most days I will definitely miss it. No denying it. It's been a good run though. It's been in fact, it's been a phenomenal run, and I know we're gonna talk about that a lot in the coming weeks with a lot of the special episodes.
Hey, we're not there yet.
Almost there, which is to me sad. I mean, being barely over 20 episodes from the finale of a series that's been going for nearly 6 years, it starts to really hit home at this point. I mean, and I think that's part of the reason why it's hitting me in a way different way than a lot of other people, is because most other people just have not been here very long and don't have the attachment to the series that I, the person that started it 6 years ago, have. I mean, even Logan, I think, has been so busy that I don't think Logan has... I don't think it's set in at all for Logan, actually, that the end is so close. I mean, as I've said before, what we all do going forward is still really unclear. I mean, I plan to do some update videos. Basically, the first thing I do after the season ends, like the first videos that will be released will basically be a round of updates, and that's when I'll kind of try to get some concrete ideas on where we're going, because even I'm not sure. I mean, the biggest thing, I'll talk about this a little bit, I guess, for the last 2 minutes of the episode I have, roughly. I think one of the biggest things I'm unsure of is if I'm going to go with Let's Plays or live streams as my main form of content moving forward. I really want to try some full-length Let's Plays, but I kind of didn't realize until quite recently, and actually in the case of what I'm talking about now, this morning is really when it dawned on me, is single-player Minecraft Let's Plays are really out of fashion at the moment, which is actually, I mean, spoiler, was something I was considering quite seriously for being one of my first major endeavors after the season ends. And that kind of really shifted my perspective when I realized single-player Minecraft's not even in fad at the moment, which is really weird, because usually single-player is always in fashion. But, single-player Let's Plays on YouTube have not been doing as well recently for a lot of people. And so, and that leads me to think, well, maybe single-player isn't the direction I wanted to take the channel right away then. Even though I was thinking for a while it was like 100% like the way to go, the only way to go, and now it's like, that's not the way to go. It's weird. I mean, it's really weird that that might actually end up being the case, but we'll see with time, I guess. Time will tell. As it tells a lot of things.
It's very talkative.
I'm just so excited for everything we have left in store. And I think there's a lot of surprise in the series that I'm going to bring out. And that should be good. The other thing I'm going to talk about here, I'm going to push my time constraint just a tiny bit because I want to finish building what I'm doing here, and that'll take me like an extra 2 minutes. But the other thing, as we end off, I did some looking this morning. I promised a few episodes ago that I would start looking into it, and I did some looking, and I can't say exactly how close we are to updating, but I think the 1.17 patch is getting closer for us. I mean, like, is it imminent? That'd be a stretch to say. Are we going to get it very soon? I'm starting to think yes. Right now, I'm mainly waiting on a stable build of paper. I think beyond that, everything else is going to be stable enough to use in a beta version, but I need paper in a good version before we update, and I'm really crossing my fingers because there's a video I want to film in about 5 days that I really would prefer to have 1.17 for, and actually that video won't be out for over a week yet, but I want to film it next week because getting the person who will, I mean, here's a big spoiler, the person I'm going to be filming it with, it has a very, very picky recording schedule with me, it's very hard for me to get a hold of compared to, I mean, usually you just see him in episodes very spontaneously, but, because he just happens to be around when I'm recording, but usually it's really hard to align that, and so I've got to book that for the weekend, but I'm hoping we can get a really special thing set up, and that's that. Actually, I just realized, am I teasing something that's already public knowledge? That just occurred to me.
Your bra.
I might be teasing, okay, screw it. Not a spoiler. The person I'm talking about is Login, and we're going to be recording an ABBA. The last ABBA of the Titancraft series to keep the episode 36 tradition alive for one last time. And, can't really promise yet if I was hoping to get the new gen. I mean, it's not crazy new, but there's a few new things. I mean, geos and stuff. And so, I was hoping that at least to give us a shot to experience the update, we would, have it in time, but I'm not very optimistic right now. I'm, like, down to the wire, because I think Log and I are going to film it between Thursday and Saturday. Actually, we have to, because of when I'm going to be gone. Unless we record it sooner than that, and that would be a pain, too. But, yeah. Yeah, we're just about as far as we're going to get for the dome today. Yeah, I like it, actually. We made good progress for a singular episode on it. Boing, boing. Yeah, one of those would be a good thumbnail. But, yeah. We got a desert mound going here, actually. We just had to... Basically, all it is flush out the edges now and build the structures in here. That's about it. We made a lot of progress in the 15 minutes we just worked on it. So, anyways, other than that, have such a fantastic day. This has been a Titancraft.
Push.
And we will see you guys in the next episode of Titancraft Season 10. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.